Question: which programming language is commonly used for web development? Again, four options have been given: JavaScript, C++, Swift, Ruby. Remember, all the four languages are programming languages, means it will be used for one or the other purpose. But here they have asked for the web development, web application development. So we know the C++ is not web development specific. It is for writing simple codes in terms of DSA or building applications, small applications. In terms of networking, also C++ will be used, but not for the web development. Even Swift and Ruby are used for one or the other kind of application development, but not for the web development. The web development will be majorly done with the help of a JavaScript. So the correct answer is the option A, JavaScript. So it is a JavaScript is a programming language which will be used for writing the dynamic behavior, writing server side scripting, writing the all the possible functionalities of a web programming will be done with the help of JavaScript. Which programming language is commonly used for Android app development? We have seen web development is JavaScript. In a similar way, Android app development. Remember, the whenever we talk about the Android app development, there are majorly two programming languages can be used. Um, that is, one is Java, another one is Kotlin. But here in the given four options, the Java is the uh, correct option. Means Java is one of those options. So the correct option is Java. If there is the option of Kotlin, that will also be correct. But both will not be given at the same time. Either Java or the Kotlin may be given. If the option contains Kotlin, that will be the correct answer. If not, uh, Java or the Kotlin, both will be used for the Android app development. That is the point. Python will not be used for the app development. It is used for the networking, machine learning, analysis tools, such things. C Sharp is also not used. HTML is used for web development, not for Android. What is the purpose of a compiler? Very, very important question. You should be knowing the concept of compiler, interpreter, the bytecode, the executable code. If not, please go through those concepts. They are very important. So the options are to write code quickly, to remove errors from code, to convert high-level code to machine code, to design algorithm. The correct option is to convert high-level code to machine code. Because whatever we are writing, such as Python code, we are writing 10 lines of Python code in the Python programming language. But that Python programming language is not understandable by machine, because machine will be understanding only the machine language. So who is responsible for converting the Python code into machine code? It is done with the help of a compiler. So Python is a high level programming language. Machine language is a low level programming language. Converting from that high level Python to machine code is done with the help of a compiler. So machine code is nothing but code that is understandable by the computer or the machine. So the correct option is option C, to convert high level code to machine code. The other options are the not the jobs of compiler. They may be the jobs of assembler or the any other part. Which data type is used to store whole numbers in programming? So there are four data types given over here: float, double, integer, char. So float is used for having the floating point number, such as the 15.65. Whenever we want to have such kind of floating numbers, numbers containing decimal values, such things will be stored with the help of uh, float data type. Double is a extended version of float, means it will be having the numbers with more precision. It is very similar to float, but it will be containing the numbers in the form of more precise value. Integer is a data type which will be used to store whole numbers. The correct option is option C, integer. It is that data type which will be used to store the whole number, such as +5, -10. 10,000. Such values, whenever we want to store, we will be storing it in the form of integer. And char, whatever last data type is there, last option is there, that is used for storing the character values. Used for storing the character values. Sorry. The next question is, what is the role of main function in a C program? So main function is a must in a C program to write our executable code. The task, whatever we want to perform, we will be starting to write in the main function. So what is the role of that? That is the question over here. It is the starting point of the program. It is used for mathematical calculation. It is a user-defined function. It is not required in the C programming. It is not required in C programming is wrong, because without that, program will not be like executed. So this is not a correct option. It is a user-defined function. No, it is a default function. It is used for mathematical calculation. No, that is not the purpose of that. So the correct option is, it is the starting point of the program. It is the starting point of the program. Whatever we write in the main function, that will be executed first. Means if we have other function which are getting called by the main function, then they will be called later. Whatever first code, whatever we have written in the main function, that will be executed first. So main function is the starting point of the any program. Next question. What is the acronym SQL stand for? What does the acronym SQL stand for? So SQL is a programming language or a query language which will be used for doing transactions with the database, such as reading data, updating data, deleting data, uh, extracting data. Such things are done with the help of SQL. Whenever we have a whenever we have a relational databases, we will be using SQL for that. So SQL stands for a structured query language. So the correct option over here is option D, structured query language. So why structured? Because whatever data we are going to store in a relational databases, such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, such things, there we are going to store it in the form of a tables in a structured way. So that's why it is called as a structured. Why query? Because we are querying the data from the database. So that's why it is a query, and language means it is a programming language. So that's why structured query language. The other options are uh, incorrect options. Don't get confused with the options such as system query language, simple query language. It is structured query language. In object-oriented programming means OOPS. What is encapsulation? So again, four options over here: hiding implementation details, writing code quickly, creating objects, executing program. Whenever we talk about encapsulation, it is hiding the implementation details and providing only the usage or only the interface for a whatever function or functionalities we have in our code. So like for example, whenever we are driving a car, we are not worried about how the gearbox is connected to the brake, how the steering and uh, other components are interconnected, how the clutch is interconnected with the gear. Such things we are not going to worry. What we are going to worry is how to use the steering, when to apply brake or how to apply brake. That much only the part we are going to worry. In the sense, we are going to worry about the usage of the functionalities provided by a car. We are not going to worry about the implementation details, because it has been hidden. Means we are not interested. A user has no interest in learning the implementation details. He just wants to use them as set. So that's why this feature is called as encapsulation. So that's why the correct option is option A, hiding implementation details. Which statement is used for decision making in programming? The decision making is done with the help of uh, three or four basic structures provided in the C or C++ programming language or any other programming language, such as if else, if else if ladder, and switch. So here the correct option is switch. The switch statement, which is taking a input as a choice. So based upon the choice value, it is going to decide which case to be executed. If you know the switch statement, like switch, followed by that we will be having a choice. In that choice, we will be having, based upon the value of that choice, different cases will be there. So that is how the switch statement is going to work. And we have for, we have continue, try, which are different keywords, such as for is used for looping statement. Whenever we want to have a loop, we will be using for. And inside any loop, if you want to skip the current iteration and move to next iteration, then we will be using continue statement. And try is like used for exception handling in C++ and Java programming language.